Welcome back to MovingProfessional.com. So we're going to do a single apparatus mobility routine using 2 soft balls in a mesh covering. You can also take 2 balls and tape them together. So basically you're getting this peanut shell shape where you got ball on top, ball on the bottom, and you got a little gap between there. All right, and this gap is helpful for when you're working around the spine because it gives a little bit of space for the bony part of the vertebrae. All right, so we're going to start with the sub-occipital region right on the base of the skull. All right, everything we do, we're going to just put a 2-minute timer on and explore the area. So right on the base of the skull here is where we're going to put the ball, or both balls, and then we're going to create some pressure by nodding the chin, and then we can use our hands to create even more pressure. All right, so you get 2 benefits here. You get the deep pressure that will relax the upper part of the neck, and then you can create that little chin nod, which actually turns on the deep neck flexors. It's basically like the core of your neck. All right, it helps stabilize your neck. So I want you to hold there for about 2 to 3 seconds, and then relax and repeat. All right, and again, we're going to just hang out here doing that motion of nodding the chin and then relaxing for 2 minutes. All right, be careful not to put too much pressure in the back of the neck. It's a very sensitive area. A lot of times any type of neck-related headaches will come from that area. So it can be preventative against these type of headaches, but it can also stir one up if you get a little too aggressive with the balls. All right, so now we're going to just take it right down the spine into the upper back between the shoulder blades. All right, we're going to roll. So if you can visualize the inside borders of your shoulder blades, that's where you're going to have the balls. So the ball will be on basically one side. One ball will be on one side of the spine, and the other ball will be on the other side of the spine there. And we're going to create pressure down. Now hands will come behind the head to support your neck and promote that same chin nod position you were doing with the sub-occipital region. And then you're going to do a pelvic tilt where you try to flatten your lower back into the mat. Right there, that should create pressure in the upper back where you have the balls. And then you're just going to lift up, creating more pressure into the balls, and then come back down. So it's a slow bridge, not allowing your lower back to overextend, and keeping the head right where it's at. So sometimes when you come down, you want to bring your head up, and that's just a compensation for the tightness you have in your upper back. So try to keep the head down, just lift the tailbone up, and then bring it back down. So we got about 2 minutes to explore there. You can do mini bridges. You can also just hold here and breathe, and just let the pressure of your body move into the balls. All right, explore. There's several vertebrae right in between the shoulder blades, so you want to explore that whole area and just find where it feels that it's the stiffest or tightest or most painful. That's where you want to spend most of your time. Okay? And after doing that, you're going to take the balls right between, in the back of the knee, so where the calf muscle kind of intersects with the hamstring tendons. And we're going to really wedge the balls into the back of the knee and create this type of body weight load into a deep knee flexion. All right? So the balls should be soft enough where they have a little bit of give. It's not going to be real comfortable, but not really meant to be. So you're trying to create pressure on the tendons of the gastrocnemius or the calf muscle and the tendons of the hamstring while you're creating gapping of the knee joint. All right, so it just, if you have any type of degeneration starting in the knee or you got some pinching of the meniscus, this can be very helpful for that. But it's also just a good preventative exercise to make sure that you maintain a full range of motion into loaded knee flexion. All right, so you're just going to move side to side, allow your body to relax in to the pressure of the balls for about 2 minutes there. All right, and then you're going to check the other side and do the same thing over here. So it's important with any of these exercises that you have some type of baseline to work off of. So specifically for the knee here, before you go into the exercise, try to sit on your heels in this hero's pose and see how that feels. See if it feels compressed in the knees, see if you can actually make contact with your sit bones to your heels, or if there feels like there's a limitation in range of motion. And then after you do the work with the ball, you want to retest and see what you're left with. All right, oftentimes it will be better. The retest movements that you can do for the neck are a looking down movement or flexion of the neck, and also rotation left and right tend to be freed up a bit when you work on the upper part of the neck. All right, so that would be, those three movements would be a good assessment and a baseline to do before you work on the sub-occipital region. And then for the upper back, hands behind head, how easy is it to open up the elbows? How easy is it to bring the elbows together? And then also a full overhead position. See if you can get your arm in line with your ear. Do you feel like you have to arch back? How stiff is it before and after you work on that area? All right, so you got 3 areas to work on with the double ball here: sub-occipital region, in between the shoulder blades, and back in the knee. 2 minutes each. Let me know if you have any questions. See you next time.